everyone, welcome to Lightspeed 101. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Inkscape to trace an image and make an awesome keychain that'll show off your college spirit.
Alright then, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to import our image into Inkscape. You'll see that I'm going through the desktop, and I saved mine from the internet. I've just found an image on Google through Google Images, and what I did was I took it, I saved the file, and then you have to do is import it into Inkscape. Now that we've imported our image, what we're going to do now is go to Path and then Trace Bitmap. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to click on the image and then click on Update. We're going to check to see how it looks. We're going to go to Edge Detection after that and Update again. This will give us the outline of our image. We're going to go to Options and then Suppress Speckles. I increased the size to 20, around there, just to get rid of any other bits and pieces that you don't really need. We're going to click OK. And then after that, we're going to click the selected outline and then drag it down underneath. Now that we have our outline done, what we're going to do is zoom in. You can do zoom in using Control and then scrolling inwards to your mouse, or zooming in on your trackpad. And then what we're going to do is select it. We're going to right click on the image. Then we're going to go to Fill and Stroke Properties. For fill, we're going to click on the X to get rid of the fill. Then we're going to click on Stroke Paint, and we're going to click on Flat Color. That's going to give us the outline of the image instead of just the fill lines. What we're going to do after that is we're going to go to Path and then Break Apart. We're going to break it up into pieces so that we can delete them and just take what we need. We're going to go through and clean it up a little bit. And what we're going to do now is clean up the little paths that are inside of our outline that we aren't really going to need and might actually mess up your laser cut. So we just want the outside, and we want to get it as close to our original image as possible. So we're going to have the outline, then we're going to have the inside. All the small parts we're just going to get rid of. You can just click on them and then delete them. If you accidentally delete something that you didn't want to, you can just do Control Z to undo it. But it takes a bit of time, and then once it's cleaned up, we're going to select all of our outline together. We're going to click and drag a box around it. Once you have all your outlines selected, you're going to move them up to the image, and we're just going to compare the outlines to the images. Once that's done, we're going to click on the image, and then we're going to delete that, so we just have the outlines left on our screen. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to File and Save As. We're going to save it as an SVG, so you don't have to click anything else. You can rename it if you want to. I named mine to Cal Poly Logo, and I just saved it to a folder on the desktop. Click on File Type, and we're going to look for DXF. It should also be under Desktop Cutting Plotter or something along those lines. Once we do that, a pop-up menu is going to show up. So once the pop-up menu shows up, you're going to keep everything the same. The only thing that we're going to change is base unit. Whatever it is, we're going to change it to millimeters. So you'll click on it and then go to millimeters. You can click OK. The file should start to save, and sometimes it'll say it's not responding. You just have to wait for it to finish. Once it's done, your vectorized image is ready for transferring it over to RDWorks. RDWorks is the laser cutting software we use, and there will be a part 2 where we show you how to get that ready and work with it. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you all for watching this video. Bye.